Yeah, that's what I mean. And I'll just hotbox that booth for 4 hours before St. Chuck comes in. He's like, oh, God! Oh, geez, was Tatum in here? Yeah, I love you. No, but my favorite again is Brina, and for those of you that don't know the story, Brina one time decided to, she was just in the neighborhood when I was out having dinner, and she called me, and I didn't get the message until I was going back home, and she's like, hey, me and Gino, that's her brother, we're like in town, we thought, we couldn't remember where you lived, so hopefully we could hang out, so call me back, we'll hang out. And I'm like, oh, I'll call her when I get back in the house. And I get back in the house, I'm going to figure out that my front door is not all the way locked, like it's, the bolt's not locked. I'm like, open the door. My furniture has been rearranged. I mean, seriously rearranged. There are books out everywhere. I mean, it's like someone has come in and redecorated with the stuff that was already there. It's just weird. And I'm like, oh, what the hell is this? There was a beer in the fridge and my favorite flavor ice cream waiting for me with my name on it. Cranberry ice cream.
And all your underwear was soiled.
All my underwear was soiled and wait, that was
that was a different time.
And there was a $5 bill on the couch with a note on it that says, we had fun, thanks. And I had no idea. And my first thought was, this is Brina, this has got to be Brina. So I called her up, and she's such a consummate actress, however, that after 2 minutes of talking with her on the phone, I was convinced she could not have done it. And so she let me believe that was somebody else for like 4 hours because she forgot to call me back and like break the news. She's like, oh, I totally meant to like just let him sweat it out for 30 minutes and then I got to watching CFI or something. It was like, oh crap, I gotta call Tatum and let him know that it was me that broke into his house. I called everyone I knew and bitched them out, trying to like find the person that done it. I actually called the police and they came over and it was funny. Like you try telling the police and they're like, I don't understand why you're so weird about someone coming into your house and just rearranging stuff. It's clearly a prank. I'm like, you don't understand. Kind of a big deal. This may be a crazy fan. They're like, fan of what? Don't ask! Start arresting people! I think the Manson family's just creepy crawled my goddamn house. Do your job, sir! And then Brina calling me. Now her version of the story is that she called me and said, hi, it was me, got you. That's not actually what happened. What happened was, she called me back 4 hours later. I was still just in a tizzy, having no clue who had done this, and hoping to God it wasn't some crazed fan that found out where I lived and thought, I'm gonna sleep in Tatum's clothes. So she calls me back and she's like, Tatum, I have a really weird question. I'm like, what? She's like, do they leave stuff in your fridge? And I'm like, yes, they left like Budweiser and some freaking ice cream. She's like, holy shit, I think they've gotten me too. And I'm like, oh my God! So in my mind, I'm like, someone has marked all of the Funimation voice actors for death. It's like a Sherlock Holmes story. And I'm like, oh my God, we have to call everybody. We have to figure out what's going on. Oh my God, I hate this. She's like, oh my God, dumbass, it was me. I love Brina. I never got her back. I don't know. It's Honduran. No, she got a mouse. The windows of my house were open, and I didn't know it. Like they were unlocked because I had someone cleaning it the day before, and they had cleaned the windows and left them unlocked. Had Brina knocked, and she came over and knocked. Oh, this is David's house, and she knocked, and she and Gino, her brother, noticed. I'm like, oh, the windows are unlocked. We can't leave that. I mean, that's unsafe. So I thought, well, let's just go crawl in, lock the windows, and come out the front door. And well, while we're here, but the thing is, like when they were about to leave, because apparently Gino was freaking out. Oh my God, the cops! Someone's gonna call the cops. Someone's like, because like the windows were on the front porch that she crawled in through, so everyone could have seen it. Thank you, neighborhood watch. But she decided, like while they were there, they were like, I kind of want to do more stuff. Let's go back and like let's go get some ice cream and beer and like plant stuff. So they like spent a good hour just enjoying the hell out of themselves in my house, and it was worth $5 to them. She did let me keep the $5, by the way. That was very nice.
You know, it would have been funnier if like when they start crawling through the window, a cop car would have passed by, and they would have got like arrested because they're trying to break in.
I love that you have your own story going on here. That's awesome.
I would have loved that too.
Yeah.
Bring in a comment, be like, hey, can you bail us out of jail? Why? We were trying to break into your house. I'm like, why don't you just sit there for a day or two? I'll come get you on Wednesday. How's that?
I'm happy already.
We said we're all out. Hey.
You guys nerd out over anything?
I nerd out over all sorts of stuff. I am defeated superior in the world. I nerd out about science. And I nerd out about literature and cooking and
I nerd out over like a said yesterday when I got to work with Billy Hayes, who was Witchy Poo on HR Puppet stuff. I totally nerded out. I nerded out. I got to work with Eric Idle on the Angry Beavers. That was cool. What I'm really happy about is like I work with Fred Willard a lot. We do sketch comedy together. So we do a show a month over at Second City in Los Angeles. And it's every actor I grew up watching is part of our group, and it's weird because we hang out now like Joanne Worley and Alan Thicke and Ted Lenge and a bunch of people I grew up watching on TV. I did geek out one time. Don Adams from Get Smart, I met him, which was awesome. And I got to work with Carl Reiner in a movie called Summer School. And I like classic guys, classic comedians. That's my thing.
I met Paul Newman was in this bar that we were in one time, this like blues bar, and he's sitting right over there, and I'm like, it's Paul Newman. I gotta say something to Paul Newman. I gotta talk to Paul. I gotta say something awesome. So I walk over and I was like, in my head, sir, work is inspired. Like I'm trying to think of the right thing to say. And all I did, I got up to him and he looked at me with those eyes, and I just went, "You're Paul Newman!" That's all I could get out of him. That's all I could say. And he just kind of looked at me and went, "Yeah, kid, I am." Never that. And I walked away like a dork.
I nerd out over Doctor Who. Like that's one of the many. But I've had a chance to meet two actors that have worked on the new series. I've gotten to meet Alex Kingston, who plays River Song. That was my favorite story, and I've gotten to meet John Barrowman, who is amazing. And it was funny when I got to meet Alex Kingston because of you lovely people. I was at a convention where she happened to be, and it was her first convention like stateside, and it was a pop culture thing, and she was really cool. I had no idea how it was. I really wanted to meet her, but I was very shy. And I didn't know how, and I would have gone up to her and been like, "You guys do your River Song," and run away.